unions and other partners. For example, in Ukraine, it's the same way. We don't have like specific one for all system and one language to speak about FIMI. And it's like a big need from European Commission, European Union in general, and every organization which I'm familiar with to have something to specific to allow everyone to have like this archive of FIMI. And as part of the Saufex, our idea is to promote this approach, to show people how to codify the things, and to show ways how we could collect them and save them, archive them in, for example, OpenCTI. And here is where we jump in with our technical solution. So our main idea is to build a specific tool which allows users to codify new reports that they have and existing one, because for the time being, for past, I don't know, like 5-7 years, we have lots of reports which were codified in like different manners from different organizations in different languages. So basically what we tried to build is Babylon Tower. This will allow everybody to speak the same language. Let me show you what we got now. 1 second. Yeah, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, so here what you can see is a Saufex application. This is a tool that allows you to codify every report that you have in PDF, doc, other formats, to codify it with specific language, which technical language which could be processed by OpenCTI. So we are allowing you to create from your like text reports to create stick files. So let me show you how it works. So first of all, this application is first and foremost is connected to work with OpenCTI. So the first thing that user will do accessing the software, the user will build the connection with OpenCTI. To do it, you will need to add a connection, give it a name, server URL. It would be the server for your OpenCTI, and token, specific API token for specific users, which you can get here with your OpenCTI. So we already have a few of these connections. So the first thing, you build this connection. After you have built the connection, you will have the ability to create new runs. So our application allows you to upload either one report or like bunch of reports, and up to 20 reports at the same time. So to start uploading, let's create a test run. Let's name it demo. We will choose our connection. And we will choose the way how we extract it. So in our case, we will use our AI-powered entity extraction from the document. And here is like the 3 main pillars of every report. The main pillar would be NERS, or it's named entities recognition, or just named entities, narratives, and TDPs. So named entities, it's basically the main thing that will allow us to translate any written report to OpenCTI. For those of you who is not familiar with OpenCTI, OpenCTI works with the object. So if we open any report, it would be a bunch of objects, individuals, channels, organizations, etc. So to transform any report, any written text into sticks format, we will need to identify the main objects. So we will choose, for the sake of presentation, we will choose everything from this. But I got to know that TTPs and narratives in this case means not only TTPs and narratives that are found in the report, like that are written in the report from the analysts, but also we identify by our own methodology, we identify narratives and TTPs and allow users to choose, do they want to add this additional TTPs or narratives to their reports or not. Because, for example, for pretty old reports, we didn't have tools that we have now to quickly find TTPs, narratives, and different analysts see reports and situations differently. So maybe when user will codify the report, they will find a new TTP, or TTP may be updated from the time when it was created, and would like to add the new TTPs. For the mapping, we will use default mapping. Also, users are able to create their own mappings. For example, in our current mapping that we have in the solution, we use design TDPs, our own system to create new narratives. But for example, company has their own set of narratives already created and the ones that they use. So the users are able to upload their own narratives, TDPs, or even name the entities that they want to collect from the report, just to make it customizable. For this one, we will use default approach. Also, we have the ability to to validate manually everything that is found by the application. We will use it. We will use user validation method, and just let us upload the reports. Let me show you before that what reports that we will try to upload. So let me change the screen. So for this presentation, I chose few different reports examples, just to show you that it could be not only one specific format, but different ones. So for example, let's choose this one. It's pretty standard format. I believe everybody seen or worked with it over the years. Yeah, pretty standard, I would say pretty easy for our software because it's very standardized. Also, we will use something like saved PDF of the article. And we will use, for example, Finn Isaac, like pretty long report, I would say. Not a very long one, but longer than the first two. So we will choose them. This one. And we'll create a run. Do you still can see my screen or no?
No, we can't.
Sorry, one second. Okay, so we've created a run with these three reports. So now we'll wait while we'll extract named entities. It will take a few seconds. It's now reaching narratives. Now it's enriching TDPs, and we have it. So the first one was a standardized report that I showed you, the first one. So here we can see all the named entities that were identified here. For example, the first one would be a media channel, poglet.info. So if we choose to show more info, we can see the name of the channel type, which will be also in the OpenCTI, status of the review, type, MER label, and we can see source reference, basically the parts of the text where it was mentioned. It was mentioned several times. You can see here in the summary, has functioned as primary narrative rendering node. We can see active during high-risk pre-election period, etc., etc. So here user can see all the information, how it was mentioned in the report, and we can see what it is. Let's decide that we want to approve it. So we can approve each specific narrative if we want, or we can just approve them all at once when we export it. But let's pretend that we don't like it. So let's undo approval, and we want to edit it. For example, it would be something of, I don't know, we decide as an analyst that it could be a threat actor, or as decided it's threat actor. So we can put it as a threat actor, make it individual, group, etc. Add additional information if we have additional information and want to add it, because like all this is done by AI, and the AI may not have all the information that you have about somebody or something or channel or something else. So you can add different information that you could have add in the OpenCTI. So also we can see here that we have TTPs. TTPs here, because it's standardized report, so it's basically most of them are already mentioned, or all of them. Let's see. Not all of them, but I see that most of them are already mentioned in the report itself. Divide. Reuse existing content. Yeah, and user. We have even 2 pages of them. And let's decide that we want just like 3 of them. Proof. And narratives. Here we can see. So when we use the default preset for entity recognition or narrative recognition, we creating new narratives. So there are narratives that were built from the scratch. So we are not mapping them to any existing one, because we as a provider don't have like specific narratives, and we do not want to give users specific narratives from our list. So this functionality allows you to create new narratives from the scratch. So these are new, not from any specific lists. And in the report, we can see the name of the report itself that was exported here. So let's decide that for this one we are good, and we want to export. Let me see. Let will be 10 more named entities and all the narratives, and we will export only approved. Also, we can see that we almost finished with the last report. Let's check it. This one, Fimi Isaac report, it's longer and it has lots of references, etc. So it would be longer and more. We'll have more work from the analyst to decide if analyst who works with the software wants to add all of the identities, for example, for specific campaign or thread. Because for example, here we can see that it just describes what Isaac is, that it's an organization. Do we need it in the report or do we not? So it's for user to decide. Let's decide that we want all of it. So let's just export all of it. Check. Yep. Yeah, and we can see that the first one is already exported, and we will receive the link to OpenCTI to see it. So what we can see here is that we have all the knowledge for this specific report. So we can see that we have narratives. We can see the code for the narrative itself, the name of the narrative. We have for the TTP. I'm sorry. We see narratives, channels. We can deeply check all the entities from this thread, name of the thread. So yeah, it's already mapped in the OpenCTI, and we can see that we have a Fimi Isaac report as well. And this one would be heavier on the content itself. So we can see that we have lots of narrative here. Marginalized. Yeah, so that's basically how it works in a nutshell. So maybe I have some questions right away, or yep.
I have one. Okay. Yeah, is it possible also to create a stream out of it, like to get everything not on a one-off basis, but to get everything in one big stream out that updates itself?
Yeah, so this one, it's you can do it basically building your own mapping. So what I did before uploading the report, it was creating a custom mapping from the scratch. But if you have, we cannot do it for every report of every format, because if we will have like uploaded 3 or 4 reports as I shown of different formats, it wouldn't work that way. But if you have, for example, your organization and you have like backlog of hundreds of reports that you build by specific methodology, you can build one specific mapping for this type of report and upload them all in bulk and just upload them, not to click anything, just to upload it as
Also,
it is.
the stream out, does it mean that also if it's on OpenCTI, you can just get your own stream out again of all the OpenCTI that you put in?
Yeah, by design of this application, we did not intend that user would get something out from OpenCTI again to the application, because the idea is that you want to upload it to this library, and from OpenCTI, you can do whatever you want with it. You can do whatever you want. You can send it to other users. You can upload it as sticks format files. It's just basically JSON code files. You probably seen Visionum likes to upload them a lot. So yeah.
Cool. I was asking because I was thinking that if you upload them, you can also like redo them in a new sort of format report, because your input might be completely disparate. It could be any sort of inputs, and then you have one streamlined output. So great.
Yeah, working with OpenCTI, you can like what we do. We transform just a report to objects and upload it to OpenCTI. And in OpenCTI, you already have this object as one report and also as objects separately. So you can work with them however you want. So if this object is related to some other report, it would be marked. So you will see this relation. So it's already inside.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. So I had a question. So if people wanted to use this, is this publicly available? Is it a subscription service? Is it like, how are you envisioning that people would have access?
Yeah, so we are now, as we are, it's a last year of development, so it would be lots of testing, and quality of life updates. So in this period, we will begin to reach like those who interested and those in whom we are interested as testers, to give the access to this application to work with, to test it, to give suggestions, etc. And closer to the end of the project, by the end of the year, basically, we will like it's not completely decided how it will be distributed, because we will see from the users' feedback how they see it. Maybe it should be a bit of a closer circle of users. Maybe we will build it more public. So it's yet to decide.
Gotcha. Cool. And sorry, one last question. You might have mentioned this, but does it do automated relationship recognition or just the entity?
Yeah, yes. For the moment, now it's our next step. So it's about what we plan for this quality of life updates. So that's the next step that we want to do, because as you've seen in the like report format in OpenCTI, we have a bunch of objects. But where are the relations? So that's the next step. What we want to do, we want to add relations, and it's on the harder part. Yeah, the first hard part was to extract entities, and now it's a bit harder part to build the relations which will not correlate something which is not a threat actor like a threat actor. So we don't want to do it. So yeah, that's next thing what we will do. And the other quality of life updates that we want to build to pay more attention to user activity in creating their own mapping. So we want to do it that way that users would be able to create mapping on their own just inside the application with specific forms, and also to allow users to use not only CSV report, not only PDF reports and docs, but also CSV tables, for example, if they have this type of reporting for them. So just to let them map everything on their own.
Cool. Okay, I said that was the last question, but it's not. Just really quick, do you do, in terms of narratives, I know there are groups that have their own like databases of narratives, but have you used any, there's some that are more like public, like I know OpSci was a Horizon project. They did the Prompt AI. I think they have a large collection of narratives. Are there any plans to sort of integrate those databases?
Yeah, so for the user perspective, they could upload whatever they need, whatever they use. From our point of view, like we have this narrative functionality. We have this duality. We have a custom narrative and like basic functionality. And basic functionality, it creates new from the scratch. For example, if you want, like you're a new user or you're not from some organization that already has narratives pre-built, so we allow you to build narrative from the scratch. And if you use custom narratives, then you can upload specific narratives that you use. You can use whatever you want. For example, our big tester is debunk, so we tested on debunk narratives. We tested some other narrative systems that we either generated or use inside our organization. So it's up to you. But what we also think of to give users this basic pre-uploaded bunch of narratives, similar to what you say, like this highly used, already pre-built and public narrative system. So that's something that we think about, but not already agreeing should we add it or not.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, the narratives that you create from scratch, how language independent are they? Because cultural translation by AI might be a problem.
Yeah, it probably would be a challenge. We are now focusing more on English because most of the reports, like 90% of public reports, everything that we could test on and everything that we have in our organization, other organization, it's in English. So that's the main language that we focus. So yeah, it could be an issue with different languages, and that's something that we want to test and get more feedback on with different users from other countries.
I'm also asking because probably most of the misinformation or disinformation of FIMI will not be only in English. So there always is already a translation going on in extracting a from scratch narrative.
No, we do not pre-translate because we are focusing to work with reports from the user, so it's already some work done in there. So it's already a report. It's we work with not just like FIMI on itself. We do not detect FIMI. We are codifying what other organization detected and reported. And so we translate it into machine language, basically.
Cool, thanks. So that may be the obvious question. When will it be finished, you think?
It's never finished, I would say, because we always can add something more. But we will finish by the end of the year when the project is finished. But we have lots of ideas, so we will see how it would be post project development. Maybe we'll have the ability to add more functionality. But core functionality, I believe it would be finished like the last runs of what we decided as quality of life updates. It would be in months or two maximum. And then we have lots of testing, and then we will see. Maybe we will need to add something more. We will have more suggestions what to add.
Perfect.
Cool. Any other questions? All right. If not, I think we can probably wrap it up. But Jan, thanks so much for it was very straightforward. Quick run through everything, and definitely keep us posted as this progresses, because I think it will help people a lot. Instead of doing, because OpenCTI, as we all know, comes with some difficulties. So yeah, unless there's any last minute questions. Then I think we can probably end it there.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Sure. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Right.
You're welcome. Okay. All right.